Hi guys. Okay, for those of you that are going to join the replay, as I always state in all my lives, I'm going to put the time when the video starts, since it does take some time for people to join. Let me open up this chat box. So if you, again, are watching the replay, I will always put the time on when the video starts, since this is a live. All right, guys, I see some people joining. Tell me where you're from. Say hello so I know you can hear me. Let me open up this chat box here. All right, now we see you coming in. All right, wonderful. I'm so happy to do this live, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram at Apollonia_Ponti, you know that I warn you guys when I do my lives, and also I am warning you through my email list and things like that. So I'm so happy to get you guys to join, especially for today's topic. Today's topic, we're talking about why women put you in the friend zone. And I really kind of want to go over this because it's so many men are giving me questions in regards to the friend zone and how to get out of it. And literally it's always one specific thing of reasons of why you're getting into the friend zone, depending on your situation. And I want to kind of give you guys clarity today. And I don't want you to be that guy that's in the friend zone anymore. I literally want you to be the guy that the girl wants. So with that said, we're going to go into it. I see people are joining in. Hi from West Palm. Awesome. You're close to me. Hi from Los Angeles. Hi, Rashid. Rashid, I believe you pronounce it. Nice to meet you. Thanks, guys, for joining. Hi, Michael. Hi, William from Connecticut. Hi, Samuel. Love you too. And Christian, no, it's not because you're ugly, but maybe weak and scared. Yes, and we're going to talk about that. Hi, Jonathan from Montreal. Perfect. Let's see, John from Fresno. Hi there. How are you? Hi, Dr. Clark from Buffalo, New York. Oh, I have family that lives in Buffalo, New York. That's awesome. All right, guys. So I'm going to get started on this video. I just wanted to chime in and say hi to everybody that is watching. And I got to get to it because I've been so busy. I've been really, really working a lot on some things that are coming your way, and I cannot wait to share those with you. So anyways, all right. So I want to talk about the meaning of the friend zone first, right? So the meaning of the friend zone means the person out of the two, one of the people that are out of the two, wish to enter either in a romantic relationship or a sexual relationship, while the other one does not want either the romantic or the sexual relationship, or both. It doesn't matter. So it is it's like an undesirable, situation for the rejected person, the person that is in the friend zone. And I hate to classify it as a friend zone, but that's really what we all know it of. And that's why I talk about it. But also, friend zone is alluded to the reason why you aren't really mastering your attraction skills, right? So I talk so much about attraction, and friend zone is alluded to basically a man not just going after really what he wants at times. And I want to tell you how to do this and what goes on in a woman's mind when this happens. Okay, this is really important. So one of the biggest, and I was thinking before I did this live, what is the biggest reason why, mindset wise, that gets you into the friend zone, right? And that's lack and scarcity. Okay. And lack and scarcity is something that you, as the person that is experiencing lack and scarcity mindset, you are the reason for putting yourself there, right? And that's so important to understand too, because one biggest thing that I've seen that comes from lack and scarcity mindset is this example: believing that situations are permanent, okay? Believing that life situations are like a fixed situation and will have a permanent impact on you forever, right? So the thoughts of a woman, right, not liking you in that one specific scenario, and you getting into your head saying, I'm not tall enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not hot enough, I don't have this, I don't have that, whatever it is, that right there gets you into a lack or scarcity mindset. Because what you're doing is you're becoming your own enemy when it happens. Women want a man that is going to literally go after what he wants And that is her. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go after her and be disrespectful and be like, I want you, I want to sleep with you, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work like that. Obviously, as you know, if you watch any of my videos, I talk about the pace and attraction and how to do that. And the biggest pitfall of them all is that the mindset is formulated when you have this mindset to believe that situations are permanent, meaning I'm too short, I'm not good with girls, and you think it's permanent. So you're telling yourself, you're telling your mind basically that you will never be good with girls. So you make your mindset formulate a decision to make you stay there. And no one else can change this. Like, for instance, I can guide you by my advice, my coaching sessions and things like that, and tools to use, but who's going to change that? Only you. So that's why it's so important. So this way of thinking harms your energy, harms your self-esteem, harms you as the man that you're supposed to be, that women want you to be for them. I want you to think about a situation that you've possibly had with a woman, if this has ever happened to you, or maybe you're a guy that already mastered getting out of the friend zone. Like, kudos to you. That's amazing. But I want you to think of a specific woman that you probably had in the past that you were like, I felt like there was a connection, and maybe if I made that extra move, but I never did, nothing actually resulted from that, right? Or she lost attraction. She never called me back. She said she just wanted to be friends, or she just doesn't have that feeling anymore, whatever the case may be. I want you to think of that situation. And then once you think of that situation, I want you to put yourself back in that mindset. What were you telling that girl? What were you telling yourself about that girl? Excuse me. Were you saying, this girl's too good for me? I've never dated a girl like this before. She's so hot, she probably won't want me. I'm not short enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not good enough for her, whatever the case may be. So I want you to put yourself in that mindset, because this is how you identify exactly the reason why you put yourself in there. Hyleen Machine, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll get to your question after I do this. I promise I'll get back to there. I'll scroll there. So in regards to this, now, number 2, in regards to the mindset that gets you into the friend zone, guys, okay? Number 1 was the lack in scarcity, believing that situations are permanent, whatever you tell yourself, right? Now, you use also, number 2 is use thoughts and words of scarcity. So basically what I was referring to also in tip number 1 is, you believe the negative thoughts. So you believe the negative thoughts about you. I remember I was coaching a client, and this woman was horrible to him. She was verbally abusive, and it got to him in his past marriage, past relationship, whatever it is. And it got to him so much that it reflected on him when he was single, because he ended up believing it. And I'm not saying that those things happen and it doesn't take a while to get out of it. But as a coach, I lead you to ways to get out of that, to self-reflect, to make yourself feel better. Because just an idea, literally, just an idea of someone that thinks of you in a specific way doesn't mean that that is who you are. That's just their lens of what they've created, sometimes their mirror, or sometimes their judgment of, because they're just deflecting from what they see onto you. So the worst thing that you can do is ever think that thoughts from someone else and words of someone else are meaningful to who you are. Because if you focus on your purpose, you focus on your personal development, and you stop ambushing yourself with negative thoughts, then you succeed with women. Why? Because women, as you know, I talk about this in a lot of my books. That's why we want the emotional experience of what a man is going to bring with us. Emotional experience does mean communication, but emotional experience does mean sexual escalation as well. And emotional experience also means energy, right? So if you believe the words of scarcity, believe the negative things that you tell yourself, women will feel this. And that's what I call the inner confidence. So be straightforward with women, with who you are. You cannot be straightforward with a woman if you don't know who you are as a man. And that's what I want you guys to be. That's where I want you guys to be. And I talk a lot about this in my Friends Don't Know More product that I've just recently released, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But number 3 is also comparison. Comparison and being envious of others. Okay, guys, so comparison is the root of all evil, and we're all guilty of it. I'm not saying that you can't we're all guilty of it. I still compare myself from time to time, but I catch myself. That is the thing, right? We can scroll through social media and we'll see this dude that's always picking up girls. Or how about like a friend that you might have that's always picking up girls, and it makes it seem so easy. And you're like, damn, he's such a DICK though. He's such a douchebag, but he doesn't respect women. But I want to respect women and I want to do that. Here's the thing. When a man comes off as a douchebag and doesn't respect women, he attracts women because of the I don't care attitude. But the women that he attracts are going to be the insecure women, right? But the same thing goes for high quality women, good women too, hot women, really. And what that means is you still have somewhat of the I don't care attitude, but you're grounded and you're assertive and you go after and you say with your want, with a sense of pride, dignity, and braveness to you. And that's what's so important because, you know, I put myself in situations sometimes when I'm out with my girlfriends, and I can literally pick up on men that are afraid to talk to me or afraid to come up to me because of their nervous energy. And nervous energy is created from either comparison, being envious of other, negative thoughts, scarcity, lack mindset, and believing that situations are permanent. Okay, for example, okay, I'm going to go up to this girl, me, Apollonia. And if she rejects me, that means, as the guy, I'm saying that I'm not worthy, that I'm stupid, that I'm nothing. When you attach a meaning behind my rejection, that means that you're letting others make a decision for who you are, when that's bullshit. And I don't want you guys to do that because you never know. Maybe maybe that girl's in a relationship. Maybe she's married. Maybe she's just coming out of a breakup and she wants nothing to do with men. You don't know the reason behind a woman rejecting you. So the biggest thing is, like, and I always talk about this with my clients when we do pick up, when I talk, actually, I can't wait to make an announcement because we are having someone come on board that is going to help you men with pickup too. And one of the biggest things here is I've interviewed over 20 pickup artists. And the biggest thing that I see that they all have in common is when they were trying to pick up women and when they were learning, they had to face rejection. These people that have done this have felt rejection over hundreds and hundreds of times until they were able to perfect it. Okay. So the reason why I go into this is because I want you guys to understand, even all the guys out there that are pulling women, that are getting women, that are getting the relationships, they literally conquered what they wanted because of the fact that they continue to do it. And they didn't result rejection in who they were as a person, as a man. And that's what I want you guys to understand, because when you get into the friend zone, and why women put you in the friend zone is because they have a sense of control hanging over you. Okay. And they notice that the sense of control is in their hands. And that's where I don't want you to be. Sense of control has to be even, and we'll talk about that. So 2 common mindsets that I see a lot is, number one, and this is a big one, and I go over in my friend zone product, it's called Friend Zone No More. There's 12 mindsets, and I've studied the mindsets of men and literally put this into a product. There is 12 common mindsets that men go through that actually puts them in friend zone. So I mentioned that in the product, and I also give you the opportunity to self-identify with that. I give you the opportunity to self-identify with yourself and what mindset that you have created, because there's very popular mindsets that men get in that get them in the friend zone. So we have to change that. But the number 2 ones that I see, and I'm going to give them here to you today, is number 1 is I want to respect her. That's what I call this mindset, right? The mindset of I want to respect her. Okay, guys, you're probably like, you're supposed to respect women. Okay, you preach that, Apollonia. I sure do. And you should respect women. But here's the thing, guys. This is what I mean. I get so many of you guys in my comments, my emails, of how much I've changed your relationships, your dating life. After my coaching sessions, I get so many success stories. And I've gotten people that have hired other coaches and then came to me and literally been able to clean it up because of the fact that I understand women. Like, I literally get on these coaching sessions and ask you questions about these girls so I can understand what type of girl you're dealing with. And here's the thing, guys, and the reason why I bring this up. So many of you men out there and the ones that are watching, all of you, okay? And it's not fake it till you make it. You're wrong, little Chris. Like, it's not. You don't fake it. If you fake it, you're not authentic, okay? So here's the thing is you as a man have probably learned or been brought up by your mother or parents or friends to respect women, right? You know what it takes to respect women. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here because you're not trying to focus on personal development. So I know you do, okay? And if you already know consciously and subconsciously how to respect women, you going into dating women should not be your main priority because that comes off naturally to you. What a lot of men do is they go into a date with a girl that they really like, and they put all of this pressure on themselves because they put her on a pedestal possibly, or they say, I just got to show her that I'm a respectable man, and then she's going to like me, and I'm going to respect her. And then respect leads to you closing off, to you not pushing to get what you want, to you not being assertive, to you not sexually escalating, to you not saying the things that are on your mind and having your own opinion because you're so focused on respecting her, which comes off naturally because you already know how to do that. So what you do is you go into your date focusing on something you're already comfortable with instead of focusing on something that you need to shift and that you are not comfortable with to get out of your comfort zone, because that's how you learn and that's how you grow with women. And here's the thing is like, I don't want you to think for 1 second that women don't want a respectable man, because that's what's going to make you stand out of the bunch. But a lot of men go into dating leading into what they're comfortable with and what they already know. That's going to just come off naturally because that's a part of them and who they are. But the thing about this is we focus so much on what we're comfortable with that we're not emphasizing on what we need to work on, guys, what scares us. And I can guarantee you there's so many times I get so passionate about this because it's so true and I see results all the time with men. When I tell a guy, like, tell her she looks sexy as hell in that red dress. Tell her you've already kissed her. Tell her her ass looks phenomenal. Like, and they're like, holy crap, I cannot say that, Apollonia. And I'm like, say it. Say it on your next date and then email me and tell me what happens. And literally, they had the best night ever. Right? And they were like, holy crap, you're crazy. This isn't so true. How did you know? Guys, like, I know what it takes to sexually escalate with women. And in order to sexually escalate, you got to create that environment first. And we're going to talk about that too. Number 2, as a second common mistake, is the overexerter. You overexert yourself, meaning you buy her gifts, you do this, you're there all the time, you're planning the dates, you're doing this, you're calling her, you're text messaging her, you're telling her you like her, you are trying to make her feel the best thing way she can, and you're trying to make the best out of everything. So you're overexerting yourself to please a woman. So what's happening in your mind, consciously or subconsciously, is you're telling yourself that you're not good enough for this girl. Why are you trying to prove yourself to a woman when just your presence is provable enough? Do you understand what I mean, guys? I'm so passionate about this because this also has to go with attraction, guys. And there's 2 types of friend zones that a lot of men find themselves in. And that is, I often express my love too early. Exactly. So there's a way that you pace yourself. And I talk about this in my Friend Zone No More product because it's a very interesting understanding of how you pace yourself with women and how we respond when you do. Now, when I see that someone shows interest very early on, it shows me as a woman that there's something wrong with him, that he's insecure. How does he even like me? Like, I know I'm hot, I know I'm pretty, I know I got a lot going for me, but why me so instantly? Like, does he do this with all other girls? Like, I didn't even have to work for anything. I'm literally giving you a thought process of what goes on in women, not me, women's mind. Okay. And now I want to go into a part of intimacy in the friend zone. So there's 2 parts of friend zones that people do not talk about often enough. Okay. And it happens with men and women. The first part is when you have that emotional connection with a woman. You're communicating, you're like, do you know her deepest, darkest secrets? She might know yours. And then you have the other part where it's a sexual connection, friends with benefits, but you don't have that emotional connection. And what you want to do is be in the middle if you want the relationship. Or if you want to hook up, you want to be more on the friends with benefit side, right? So there's two parts of the the friend zone. And that's why it's so important to to understand how to progress with women so you don't get in the friend zone starting on the first date. And that's what I talk about in my Friend Zone No More product. This product is over 2 hours of information. And I just dissect literally your mind that puts you in there, the woman's mind when she decides she puts you in there, why she stays around as a friend, and then 21 ways to get out of the friend zone and then get your girl. My escalation cheat sheet is in there. And then also you have a VIP membership. So I am with you every step of the way after, because I want you to have life-changing results. And I don't want you to be that nice guy. I don't want you to be that friend guy, but not the guy that she wants to commit to, not the guy she wants to not sleep with. I want you to be what you want to be, either the friends with benefits or the relationship guy, but in all with respect and understanding what needs to be done. So if you are a guy that finds yourself in friend zone, I'm going to put the link here in the chat box. I want you to really invest in this. It's an amazing program, and the price is going to go up because it's a VIP membership program that you have me on a Facebook group, and I give you tips, advice. I do video calls with you guys. It's phenomenal. And I wanted to do this because I want to help you guys as much as possible. And I'm thinking, how can I spread me as one person to the masses? And this is part of it. And soon there'll be more, I promise. All right, let's go into a little bit of why women put you here, okay? And I want to give you this too, is what goes on our minds typically when we make a decision to put a guy in a friend zone is, he would be perfect, but I wasn't really attracted to him. He would be a perfect boyfriend, but I just don't feel it. And he's just way too nice. I don't know. I just don't feel it. Maybe there's something wrong with me, and they start thinking this sometimes, right? And this means that we're too passive in a relationship, okay? As a guy, you're too passive in a relationship, and you typically don't have your own opinion, and you don't go after and do the things that you want. And you're trying to play it safe too much with women, right? And you do not enhance the attraction when you first meet her. And you're just trying to wait for that perfect opportunity, possibly, so you can focus and showcase that you're a good guy, which doesn't happen. There's no perfect opportunity. You create that opportunity there, guys. And that's what's so important. And I teach you how to create that in the Friend Zone product. Now, I want to give you a story about a success story that actually happened with a client recently. There was this guy, and he was going on a date with a woman. 6 times he's already dated her and been on dates. She was reciprocating. She dressed to the T every time he took her out. She liked him. She could tell she liked him, but he wasn't too sure. He was scared. She was much younger. She was 25, I believe, and he was 38. And he really wanted to pursue her for a relationship, but he was scared because she was like, I don't really like when a guy is too physical with me and, is touching me too much. I like my personal space. And he's like, okay, well, I don't think that she really likes me, or I don't know this is confusing. Okay. So women will say things to test you, right? And I also have in my Friend Zone product a breakdown on how to pass shit test. and it was an extra bonus that I don't even talk about. It's just in there in my escalation cheat sheet. But so here's the thing, guys, is when you come from that standpoint with a woman, you got to make a move. 6 dates and no kiss that's way too long. You're waiting way too long. So I instructed him on what to do. He did the Friend Zone No More course. I told him he needs to do that before his next date, and then maybe schedule a call with me. So we did a call. He booked a session with me, just 30 minutes. We talked about what he was going to do. Went on a date with this girl. He finally kissed this girl because of the techniques and things that I told him to say, the environment I told her to take her to, and things like that. So weeks later, he sends me an email and he goes, I just want you to let you know that I had a talk with my girlfriend now, thanks to you, that night, if I never had made a move, she would have given up on me and put me in friend zone. And she said, finally, and asked me what took me so long. So I share this with you because your insecurities get the best of you at times and blind you to what's really going on in front of you in a woman. Women just don't decide. Listen, a woman if she agrees on a date with you to go out with you, it's because there's some part of potential in you. But she doesn't know yet until you showcase this and make this happen and create the moments. And that's part of masculine energy, dominance. And that's why women want a man to pursue, not chase, but to pursue. So two tips to really quickly to get out of the friend zone is don't be too available and show interest, build tension, and escalate, guys. Okay. The point of showing interest does not mean that you're going to say you like her and you want to be with her. No, showing interest can also lead to, you know how bad I want to kiss you right now. Stop looking at me like that, because if you look at me like that, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Duh. If you say that to a woman, she knows you're interested. You don't express early on emotionally how you feel about a woman unless you're in that emotional connection conversation where you're actually had time to date each other, pace with each other, and get to the moment where you're talking about real life stuff. Okay. So that's what's really important, guys. Now, I'm going to go into some questions, but I want to go back up here and get to the question from Hi Lead Machine. I know you in the comments, and thank you always for your support. She said we could be friends with no romantic intentions. If I'm comfortable with it, she'll step out. I told her, nah, sorry, not interested in being friends with her. If you want to try again, hit me up. She still watches my stories. Okay. So she said she could just be friends with no romantic interactions. Okay. So my question to you, Lead Machine, is if I want to ask you one question, you just say yes or no. Were you showing interest to her before she showed interest in you? Basically, were you telling her that you liked her or you wanted her or something before she even did it to you? That's my question. I'll look out for your answer. All right, guys. So go ahead and ask me a couple questions. I want to take them for you. But if you are interested, I really encourage you. I'm not kidding, guys. This Friend Zone No More product is no joke. I literally put so much time into this. It's over 2 hours of video content. I give you my escalation cheat sheet for free. It's only $197 right now, and it's over $1,200 worth of bonuses, and you get VIP membership access to me. Like, that's priceless, really. And I'm really in there to help you guys and for you guys to also have a support team with you and meet other men that are kind of going through the situations or have came out of these situations and now scoring women. And you keep on asking me, can you talk about fear or of intimacy? Now, I'm going to do a video with a sex expert this week, which will be posted on my channel hopefully next month, and we'll talk about that as well. Okay. I would really like to talk to you on a one-on-one session. Is there a way? Yes. Go to my website, www.apollonia.com, and you just go to private coaching and it'll all be there. All right, guys. So I have a question. I'm in love with a girl who is now going to marry another woman. They met the same exact way her and I did. And this girl has so many similarities that I haven't even played out. I'm just wondering why you're still chasing a woman that's decided to marry someone else. Here, that's the first problem, right? So I understand that there might be connection for you, but I would look further into that on the why. Man Kittle, you're really educating. Thank you so much. She said she needs space, and I gave her space after she rejected me, but she's traveling back to her country. What can I do? Right now, just give her space. If she follows you on social media, showcase some things that you're up to, and then work on the real issue that derailed you from getting space. Were you overcompensating in the relationship? Were you a little needy? Stuff like that, and do exact opposite, and go into why. Why did that stuff come up to you for you? Why did you do that in the relationship? And ask yourself those questions so you can get clarity on that too. Hi, Troy. Good morning. Thank you so much. Is well needed to be heard. Much love, you and your family. I appreciate that so much. It's easy, guys. Stop thinking that women are important. That should be your mindset from the get-go, and you'll succeed. It's true. So I don't want to say that women, obviously I don't want to think that. You guys are important to me. My girlfriends are important. People are important just for life in general. But the thing about that is, I think it's better to say, stop thinking that women are more important than you. That's the objective there. And I think that's what gets a lot of guys in the friend zone. And also there's 21 mindsets that I've literally studied that get men in the friend zone. And I have that in my Friend Zone No More product. So is there a good reason back with my ex who is someone else? Is there a good reason to go back with my ex who is someone else? No. Why are you gonna downplay your own self-dignity and your own self-worth to go back to try to chase a woman that's already with someone else? You know what I mean? Like, we get so fixated on one person when we're blinding ourselves to not see the potential of what's out there for our self-growth and for a relationship and love with someone else. Because if one woman doesn't value you, it doesn't mean that another woman will never value you either. Like, that's what I said in the beginning of this live. Don't attach your rejection or the past relationships to you as the present moment. Deflect and look at those past situations and be like, how can I learn from this? And then show up as a better guy and get that girl. That's what's so important. I don't think women want a good man. I wonder why all men that do them wrong, that's who they wanted. Well, because they're insecure women, right? So it's just as hard to find a good woman as it is for women to sometimes find a good man, okay? It's because there's so many people out there that are just floating through life and haven't really put the focus on them. So what they do is they bring their past relationships into their new ones without doing the same work, and they're coming from a victim mentality. And in my boot camp, I talk about the 3 stages of women. So you can start to self-identify with those women. So the next boot camp is in LA, and it's Saturday, September 14th in LA, guys. So if you are interested in the boot camp, you can email us at info@apolloniaponti.com, and we will set you up and get you over to that site. And I'll link the email here. And what's really important here, guys, is that you understand that not every woman is going to be the right one for you. Okay. Do you know how many princes I had to kiss before I found my Prince Charming, my king, right? So, and it happens to so many of us and a lot of my clients. There's clients that I've worked with for years that have dated unavailable women, and I had to challenge them to see women differently and also set standards for the women that they date. It's crazy to me how some men don't have standards for the woman that they date. Guys, like, have standards for yourself. That is so attractive. That was the number one thing when I was dating men back in the days. I literally got so turned off when a guy didn't have standards for women or anything in life. Hi, NWA. Thanks for your support. I always see you. I'll get to you in a second. Truthwise, I have a question. A female I'm talking to just said, "You're so cute." After I said it was okay, she fell asleep on me yesterday. And then I said, "I wish you could have slept in my arms." Good job. I think "you're so cute" can be taken in a good way too. You know, we emphasize I know guys hate that word cute because you're like, I'm not I'm not cute. I let that one slip. I try not to curse, guys. Sorry. I'm not cute. Like, I'm a man, you know, like that's the first thing you think. I get it. So here's the thing. You got to see the reason why. Like, she fell asleep on you. That right there shows comfort and safety. And that's like the number one thing that women look for in a man. And for her to do that, she was really comfortable. So I want you to start escalating a little bit more with this girl. Court her a little bit, pursue her a little bit, have her initiate with you. And I want you to kind of like escalate with her, you know, like put yourself up here and be like, if you're lucky, maybe you can sleep in my arms again. You know, like I want you to play with her, create that banter to make her want you more. So I hope that helps, Truthwise. Okay, NWA. I'm going to have to take a couple more questions and I got to get back to sessions and I want to leave it at something. I've been talking to a girl and she's shown some interest. She recently seen a lot of growth with her Instagram, which she does on the side. She's now getting a lot of attention from some pretty successful people, including NBA players. Do you think I've still got a shot considering I'm not famous or an athlete? Okay. Depends on where she is, right? So, I mean, and it depends on what type of where she is in her life. Like if she is searching for attention from men of different status, then it could, I'll be honest with you, she could just be deflecting and just want attention from them and try to create something. But if you guys have like a very good relationship with each other, I wouldn't even worry about it because jealousy is the root of evil, right? So you have to eradicate all jealousy with women, because jealousy does not look good on a man, especially when it's about another guy. Like, for instance, I'll give you a scenario. There's one of my clients, this woman was throwing other men's attention in his face. Like, she was like, well, this other guy texts me and he wants me and blah, 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 blah. And he was then focusing on that guy and be like, why is he texting you? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's not even about that other guy. It's about her. So why do you think it's okay for you to tell me this stuff about other guy? What's going on in here? Are you that insecure that you have to point out that other men are giving you attention? Like, what's going on? And having a direct conversation with her. So I don't think that you have anything to worry about until she gives you something to worry about, right? And it means gives you really something. So don't let this happen. Like, really just focus on her, like, pursuing her passion, like, let her focus on that or whatever that is. Because, speaking from experience, I have followers, but, there's very well-known people out there that I've coached. And there's NFL players, a lot of NFL players actually that I've coached. And that means nothing to me. It's because of the fact of the line of business that I created that I want to help people. So if she's in an industry where she's helping people and becoming an influencer in some way, as long as she's aligned with that, that's okay. You have nothing to worry about. And I think it takes a strong man to be behind a woman that is in a public eye as well. So note to self. I hope that helps you. All right. Your work is good and you know how to help us men. Thank you so much. Apollonia, how do you feel if a guy friend zoned a woman in the effort to tease her and win her heart? I talk about that in my Friend Zone No More product. If you're a guy that is experiencing already the friend zone, you can't just friend zone a woman, right? Like, and be like, yeah, you can be my friend too. No, you've got to change your attitude. You've got to shift your demeanor. You've got to do things differently in order for her to see you in a different light, and then friend zone her. And that's what I talk about in my Friend Zone product. And literally, I wish I could do it right here for you guys, but I can't. It's a lot. And that's why I created a product. So if you haven't booked a session with me, or you have booked a session with me, you need to invest in this. It's only $197, and it's going to be going up next month because it's over 2 hours of video content. I give you I give you over $1,200 in bonuses. And I also give you VIP membership access to a Facebook group just with me and everybody that has purchased this product. So you guys can also be around like-minded men that have gone through the situation and get advice not only from me, but other people, and get that support. And I understand that it can be very frustrating, but if you are committed to doing this work and you want to get real results with women, if you have a woman that is in your mind right now that you are potentially getting to the friend zone with, or you're already there and you want her, invest in this product, guys. I've had so much great comments in regards to this product, and I literally put my heart and soul into this product because I really wanted to give you guys this stuff. I really appreciate all of you. I really do. If you are in the LA area, comment LA. I want to see you in there. I'm going to be there September 14th, and I'm doing a live boot camp with you men. It's over 4 hours of real content. We're going to be doing pickup. We're going to be doing approach techniques. I'm actually going to be doing something for people in LA, something very, very special. And I know you guys are going to love this. So before I end here, if you are in the LA area, go to my bootcamp section in the description box below in this video and apply for the LA bootcamp, which is September 14th. If you are a guy that is in the friend zone or wants to master attraction with women and doesn't know where to start, or finds himself continuing to be that nice guy, invest in the Friend Zone No More product. And I'm going to be with you every step of the way. And don't ever let women validate your existence. Exactly, Franco. All right, guys. I really encourage you to live the best life that you can. I saw an amazing question about my boot camp. Michael, can I do the boot camp with my wife? I'm actually going to be doing a couples boot camp next year. Stay tuned for that. But as of right now, the boot camp is only for men because we talk about women, the mind of a woman, and I give you really big secrets that a lot of women are not going to be able to tell you, and especially a lot of men won't be able to know and tell you. So I really encourage you to do that. Other than that, guys, I love you guys so much. I really do. I appreciate every single one of you guys that follow me. I have some great video content coming out next week. I can't wait to share that with you. And I appreciate your support, even those immature supports that I see in the comments. But you know, guys, it's really important that you understand one thing, and I want to leave it at this, is your reflection of yourself, your self-reflection of yourself is always going to come off to women. It doesn't matter how hot you are, how much money in the bank you have. I have clients that are millionaire clients, and they're the most saddest clients that I've worked with, and I've helped them get out of this. But money does not buy you happiness, guys, and money does not buy you love, right? Money buys you superficial women, but they're not going to be women that are going to bring you up in life. And I don't have any problem. Like, if you want just a woman just to hang on your shoulder, hey, good for you, whatever. But here's the thing is, you are a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself. And if you reflect negative aspects of your life and you hang out with negative people, you do negative things, this is going to result in your life moving forward with women, your personal growth, with your career, whatever it is. And I want you to get past this. And that's why I do coachings, and that's why I do this. And I'm so happy to do these live streams. And I want to do more of them. When I have time, I try to do them because I'm literally booked to the nines. But we'll never stop. I love doing one-on-one coaching. A lot of coaches ask me, why do you do one-on-one coaching? And I think it's just so effective. And now I'm getting to the point where I want to be able to help you guys more. And that's why you created this VIP membership program, for you guys to really devour in and get results with women. And it doesn't stop there, because after you invest in the product, you have VIP membership access to me forever. So just want to say I love you guys. I'm good. Thank you for asking. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And I thank you for joining me on this live. And remember, you are always loved. Bye, guys.